Hey everybody, Who's Your Jedi here with another review for you. This time I'm talking episode 21 of season 2 of Supergirl called Resist. And I thought this was mostly a decent episode. There's just like a lot of little things that kind of bothered me about it. So let's just kind of get right into, well, basically my big long list of trivial complaints. First of all, what in the world is with the makeup job on Hank Henshaw? I mean, there are moments where it looks like the bottom part of the part around the nose is literally not even properly attached to his face. I mean, this is like the crappiest makeup job I have seen in I don't know how long. Second, and this is my biggest complaint about this episode, is the speech that Cat Grant gives when she strolls into the office and inserts herself into the middle of the argument between the president and Rhea. And she basically says, like, hey, we're women. There's no point in us having this dumb dick measuring contest. That's for men. We should be able to be reasonable. And then she immediately launches into making fun of Rhea's tiara. It's like, hey, I've met royalty. Real royals don't have to wear a freaking tiara. It's just like, seriously? Okay, I mean, is this basically not the female version of the dick measuring contest? I mean, seriously, is it not? Correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't think I am. I mean, granted, it does play out a little bit differently, but it's all basically the who's the queen bee here. Okay, I've seen this. Okay, it's the same damn thing. What's that expression? The words are different, but the song is the same. Yeah, that's basically exactly what it is. But Cat Grant is certainly no great stranger to hypocrisy. And I did like how they kind of got into her whole, like her whole little vague, oh, I'm going to go off and find new horizons to conquer. And she basically just says, like, I left because I was miserable. Which, okay, that's a little bit more believable. But she does sort of really say, it's like, it's your relationships, it's your connection with people that really make life worth living. And, okay, now that I am totally down with. Kat's totally right on that one. And it was nice to see her having those little moments with Kara. And her even having a little bit of a moment where she compliments Wynn, and when she thinks she's going to die, she does face what seems to be her doom with typical Cat Grant snarkiness. I am sort of a little bit sad that they did have to reduce Callista Flockhart's role in the show, but Cat's a character that I think does work best in small doses. But it was nice of her to be back for this. The thing is, though, it's like, okay, so National Cities, it takes Cat Grant to really rally National City to fight the alien invaders. Even though the alien invaders are vulnerable to lead, that should be being broadcast all over the world. Useful information. I mean, this is kind of like if aliens were attacking and Oprah basically went on TV and rallied people to fight back. I mean, granted, it's not a perfect parallel, but it's like, well, okay, thanks, Oprah, but who the hell's going to rally behind Oprah to fight a frickin' war? And again, the power of media and having a big media empire behind you or lots of money got who elected president of the United States. So, yeah. Let's see. Definitely some fun stuff with Linda Carter. I'm glad they finally explained the whole "what's up with the president being an alien" thing, and it's just turned out I'm glad it turned out to be nothing sinister because that would have been a little bit redundant in the follow-up of the Invasion crossover. And I definitely did like Kat's thing, like she stumbled into the bathroom in college when the president was looking in her alien form and she chalked it up to pot brownies. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll give Kat that one. That was a good one. The president, for some unfathomable reason, thought it was a good idea to fly directly towards a hostile alien spacecraft with just a couple of escort fighters. And of course, it's immediately shot down. I'm assuming she's just going to chalk up her and Cat Grant surviving to Supergirl. Sucks to be the pilot's crew, and anyone else who was on Air Force One at the time, and the pilots of those jets, and any unfortunate bastard who happened to be on the ground when all this tons of metal came falling out of the sky because the president was a hot-headed dumbass. Suddenly that whole "you're still a Democrat, right, Brian?" Okay, it's too late at night when I'm recording this to really lather on about politics too awful much. Too depressing. I'm so glad I live in Japan right now. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Going back to the looks of things, isn't it just weird that like the troopers on Rhea's spaceship look suspiciously like Kylo Ren? And also, what in the hell is with Lena being able to basically pick a lock on an alien spacecraft with a tiara? I mean, granted, Lena's a mega genius, and we've certainly seen the bobby pin trick a million times. So I guess this is just an extended version of that, but it's sort of like, oh, that was extraordinarily convenient. But then again, that's extraordinarily convenient is kind of the staple of many, many, many TV shows. So I suppose that one will have to let slide. Definitely some nice stuff from Rhea this episode. Her like, oh yeah, well, you don't want to do what I say? Well, how about I blow up this children's hospital? Okay, yeah, that works. I'll give you points for ruthlessness. And Ben, I'm so loving Terry Hatcher this season. I mean, she's clearly enjoying this. And this does kind of create an interesting parallel with Astra. Astra didn't want to do all that stuff that she did. She kind of felt like somebody she was pushed into a corner. The things she did were really more an act of desperation. Here, everything that Rhea has done to invading Earth, her killing her husband, it's all been an act of ego. I mean, she says that she cares about Lena and that she respects her. But as soon as it seems like Lena isn't going to do what she wants, it's sort of like, okay, well, I'll just take a DNA sample from you and you can spend the rest of your life in a jail cell. I mean, Rhea is the ultimate controlling mom. It's sort of sad that when Lillian Luthor, who, surprise, surprise, backstabs Supergirl in this episode, seems like a better mom in comparison. I mean, yikes. Seriously. But I did like that they did sort of flesh Lillian out a little bit more as a character, and that she's legit on that whole, I did all this really crappy stuff to my daughter, but I do love her. But, again, this is Lillian's really twisted logic here. But still, I mean, they are trying to make her seem like a three-dimensional and believable character. The whole thing of her, it's like, yeah, I don't know where your father is. Well, that just smacks of BS, but okay, we're just going to have to let that go for the moment. Some nice stuff with Alex, obviously being John's second in command, and her finding herself in a really tough situation, possibly having to kill Supergirl and getting screamed at by President Wonder Woman. I mean, that's a tough situation. I mean, never mind the fact that in order to be elected president of the United States, you have to be a natural-born American citizen. That does not, contrary to popular belief, actually mean born on American soil. Like John McCain was born on a military base in Panama, an army base. Though in all fairness, American military bases overseas are considered American soil. But yeah, so President Wonder Woman, it's so much fun to call her that. Being an alien who was definitely not even born on Earth, is technically an illegitimate president, and thus does not actually have the authority to order Alex to do anything. And I kept hoping that somebody would bring that up. It's sort of like, you violated American law in getting yourself elected president, so technically you don't have any authority. And then maybe she could point to okay, well, do you want me to call the vice president and have them tell you to do it? Which, Not sure about the law, but yeah, if that was true, then technically the vice president would automatically become the president. If I remember my civics correctly. Man, civics, that's something we need to focus on a little bit more in American schools these days, huh? Okay, enough of politics. Okay, oh yeah, speaking of another thing about costumes, is it just me or did like a lot of the soldiers, like the Dax and Mike foot soldiers, look suspiciously like Guardian? I mean, it really looks like he was wearing the same armor. I kept expecting like the cops to start shooting at him or something. He was one of the invaders. And then when he meets Kat, and she goes, "Oh, hey Jimmy," and he's like, I'm not. I'm Guardian." She's like, I can see your eyes." I mean, this is a total kind of poking fun of like all Clark Kent has to do is put glasses on and nobody can tell he's Superman. So yeah, nice point there. And then Superman does show up. Of course, we were kind of wondering where was he, and he's been mind controlled again. Well, okay, I was pretty much half expecting this. I mean, it's Supergirl's show. At the end of the day, she's the one who the story demands be the hero, and having her duke it out with Superman. Okay, now that is a formidable challenge. Hero has to fight mind-controlled Superman. Serious challenge. And, well, I think Kara's up to it. And, Mon-El still has to find out about his mother murdering his father. I don't think he's going to be terribly happy about that. So, with that said, I'm going to call here, everybody. As always, thanks for tuning in. Please comment, rate, subscribe. You can also, of course, join me on Twitter at Hoosier Jedi and on Tumblr as well at Jedi Reviewer. Until next time, take care and have a good one.